Hi, good morning. How are you today? I hope you are doing good and feel better. I am teacher Marvin, your English teacher. Sawadee Kap. All right. So this morning we are going to learn in what subject? It's science. Very good. But before that, before we are going to start with our lesson for today, let's do have a review. Okay, so the last meeting, you were able to learn in science about what are the name of the habitats of the animals. So we have pond, we have forest, we have desert, we have sea, and the last one is farm. All right, very good. So these are the name of the habitats of the animals. Okay, so are you ready for our lesson for today? Good job. If you are ready, so let's focus with my lesson, and I hope everybody will going to listen to me carefully. Okay, so let me share with you right now my video, my PowerPoint here. So before anything else, I know that you really wanted to join with my class. So I am happy for that. And again, I would like to extend my thank you to your mother and father, to your brother or sister, whatsoever, who help you to attend with our online class here. So we have here, so welcome to Primary 1, the English program here. So our subject for today is science. And our topic for today is animals and their habitat. Excuse me. All right. So what are those habitats of the animals? As what I have said, the last meeting, you were able to learn about the name of the habitats of the animals. So let's do have a review. Okay, so I know that some of you don't know yet, or maybe you forgot what are the names of the habitats. So that's why we were going to have a review first. So all of these pictures are the habitats of the animals. And what are the names of these particular pictures? So we have here, as you can see on your screen, they are running, all right? So let me introduce to you the different names of the habitats. So we call it as forest. Everybody say forest. Very good. And then the next one is the word pond. Pond. So everybody say pond. That's right. And then the next one is farm. Everybody say farm. That's right. And then we have sea. Everybody say sea. That's right. And then the last one is desert. Everybody say desert. There you go. Okay, so as you can see here at my back, so these are the names of the habitats of the animals. And then this morning, my objective is for you to be able to know what are the examples of the animals who live in this particular habitats, okay? Since you already know what are the names of the habitats of the animals, so this morning we will going to know what are those examples of the animals who live in this particular habitats, okay? So are you ready? Okay, if you are ready, let's start with our lesson for this morning. Okay, so can you please give it to me? What is the name of this habitat? Very good. We call it as farm. All right. So what are those animals who can live in the farm? What are those animals who can live in the farm? So we have here what we called the horse. We have also done goat. We have also done sheep. And then we have also what we call cow. So these are the examples of the animals who live in the farm. I know that some of you, maybe some of you, your grandfather or your grandmother like to live in the farm because they really wanted to raise an animals. So these are the animals as an examples who can live in the farm. Okay, so let me show you the list of the name examples of the animals who can live in the farm. So we have horse, we have also the goat, and then we have also the sheep, and then we have also what we called cow. So these are an examples of an animals who can live in the farm. Okay, so next, so we have here. Can you please give it to me or tell me what is the name of this habitat? All right. So the name of this habitat of animals is what we called, very good, we call it as desert. Okay. So when we say desert, there are some animals who can live also in the desert. We all know that desert is not rich in water, but there are some animals who can survive and live long in the desert. So what animals do you think? We have here the major, one of the common animals or the most animals who can live in the desert is none other than the camel. Camel can live in the desert without drinking water because camel is a great survivor to live in the desert. Okay, so camel is one of the animals who can live in the desert. Okay, so aside from the camel, there are some animals who can also live in the desert, such as the snake, some reptiles, or maybe the scorpions. They can, but they cannot be able to live long. Compared to camel, they can live how many days, or even 7 days, or more than a number of days, or more than a couple of days. They can. Okay, so good job to you, camel. All right. So I have here the list of the animals who can live in the desert. Everybody say camel. That's right. So another one. Can you show me, or can you please tell me what is the name of this habitat? Okay, some animals can live in this place or in this habitat. But what is the name of this habitat? Very good. We called it as forest. Everybody say forest. All right. So what are those animals can live in the forest? We have many animals who can live in the forest, such as the tiger. Tiger like to live in the forest or maybe in the jungle, perhaps. And we have also the monkey. Of course, monkey like to live in the forest because forests have a lot of trees, because we all know that monkeys really like to climb and play with other animals. And of course, we have here the snake. Snake like to live in the forest because of the temperature inside the forest. So these are the examples of the animals who can live in the forest, such as tiger, the monkey, and the snake. Okay, I have here the list of the animals who can live here in the forest, such as the tiger. We have also done monkey, and the last one is snake. And aside from these three examples, we have some other animals can live in the forest, such as birds, many. But I am just giving you just some examples who are capable to live in the forest. All right? Okay, next. And how about this one? Okay, what do you call this habitat? Very good. We called it as pond. Okay, what are those animals who can live in the pond? All right, so we have many animals can live in the pond, such as the snail. Snail like to live in the pond because the water in the pond is not a salt water, it's a fresh water. But there are some snail who can live also in the sea. But most of the snail can also live here in the pond. And we have also what we called the tortoise. Tortoise can live in the pond, and some tortoise can live in the sea, all right? And also the tadpoles, or we call it as frog. They like to live in the pond, okay? Because of the water, which is not salt, instead it is fresh water. And we have also the fish. I know that fish really like to live in the sea, but there are fish who also live in the pond because it is not a salt water, it's a fresh water. So these are some of the examples of the animals who can live in the pond. Okay, so I have here the list of the animals who can live in the pond, such as snail, such as the tortoise, and we have also what we called the tadpoles or frog, and we have also the fish. So these are the examples of the animals who can live in the pond, all right? And then the last one, we have also what we call this one. I know you really like to swim here, but what do you call this habitat of animals? Very good. We call it as sea. All right. So when we say sea, we have a lot of fish. We have a lot of living creatures who live in the sea as their habitat. And what are those examples? Aside from fish, we have the whales. We have also the octopus. And we have also the seahorse. And we have what we call the starfish. So these are the examples of the animals who can live in the sea as their habitat. Okay, so I have here the list of animals live in the sea, such as the whales or whale. We have also the octopus, and we have also the seahorse, and the last one is what we call the starfish. So these are the animals who can live in the different habitats. Again, before we are going to end our lesson for today, let's have a recap about what are the five habitats of the animals. We have what we called pond. We have the forest. We have also the desert, and we have also what we call the sea, and the last one is the farm. So these are the different habitats of the animals, and some animals can live in one habitat to another habitat, and some animals cannot change to other habitat. They have their own particular habitat or particular places. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoy with our lesson and just stay at home. Again, this is Teacher Marvin, your English teacher. Sawadee Kap, and have a good day. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.